Finishing off, we should be optimistic, as crazy as this world is, but by golly, we need to be prepared. So the most important thing is come to work, but bring your life-saving device, because you're likely going to need it. You could be thrown off the ship. If that's around your neck, at least you won't drown. It's a crazy world we live in. It's been crazy for ages. It's likely to get crazier. Every time I think, oh my God, I've seen everything, they find another thing for me to look at. It's just crazy. I don't understand how they know. It's just nuts. But come prepared, because this is different times. It's not how it was. It's not how it's going to be. It's going to be strange and wonderful. But in truth, we're living in an incredible period where, let's face it, we've never had as much excitement, never had as much opportunity, but we've never also had as much risk. So I don't know whether I should be elated or depressed. I can't figure it out. And probably no wonder the whole world is going through some sort of stress, because it varies day to day. But the employment opportunities that we have, the earning capacity that we have, the ability to see things, do things that we never thought we could. You can easily go to Antarctica. That was not possible unless I went on an expedition in the old days. Everything has changed. Embrace it, enjoy it, but try and protect yourself against risk. And risk is in the obvious. Paying too much for something, buying a bad asset. But embrace the opportunity. You can't have one without the other. And that's the thing we have to get used to. If we have just a moment of pause, what happened to COVID? It's like gone. It was the biggest thing for the last 3 years, and now it's not even in the conversation. And this shows our resilience as a species. Something that allegedly was going to wipe us all out economically and physically, like it never happened. I'm going around the world now. I'm traveling like crazy like I used to. It's like it never happened. There's been a lot of pain and suffering, but people are more worried about interest rates than the scratches and scars they've got from COVID. I'm not sure how that works, but it shows our ability to get off the canvas and keep moving. And you've got to start in this modern world, in my mind, think small for your own sanity, because if you think about everything, bang, it's an explosion in your head. So try and think what matters to you, what's important to you, your family, your accommodation, your career. Think small. Don't think too big too often, because the world is not there to help you with the big picture. You need to focus on yourself and you'll be okay. Stop looking at information that's not real. I beg you, and I've almost done this every year for many years, go check the facts. The statistics that I've put up on these slides, they're readily available. I didn't make them up. They're readily available. But if someone tells you something, just scratch between the surface a bit. Go on to Google, go onto a document, go to a government website, go to somewhere credible and research if something doesn't sound right to you. And believe you me, a lot of things don't sound right in this modern age. So you need to do your own reality checks, your own, for you and your family. So make sure you do it, because if you don't, you're putting yourself at peril, okay? And what you have to try and do is figure out future behaviour. Now, what I've learned is the best way to see that behaviour is take a different look at your children, because they are behaving the future today. Their ability to look at those screens, behave at those, the TikToks and all these things, that's the future. You've got it sitting right in front of you, but you're being annoying rather than, that's educational. If people are going to do that, I better alter my thinking. It's strange what people do now. It makes no sense, but it's the new way. That's the thing. So we need to understand that. And people have more money than they used to. They're spending it differently than they used to. They want more than they used to. And you need to understand that, because if you're waiting for things to happen like they used to, it's a long, long wait. Okay? And please, whatever you do, stay sensible. Sensible is safe. Sensible is normal. A good job, a good salary, a good rent for your tenant, a good house. All these things, are based on sensibility for a reason. Don't get caught up in the hype and the hyperbole. Stay sensible in the safe zone. And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. And by that I mean, get a nicer house for yourself. Not the worst one, get a nicer one. Make sure you can afford it. Have a nice holiday. You know, no point giving your money off to all these investment advisors and all this sort of stuff when you've seen with COVID, you might not be around. So invest in yourself. If you invest in yourself, you're going to be happier. And if you're happier, you're more successful. So I think that's the big thing I learned out of COVID, invest in myself. Even my wine policy. It used to be save the best bottle of wine for the right occasion. Now it's drink the best first, just in case I'm not around for the next pandemic. And just the final reminder, quality, quality, quality. Quality of house, quality of company, quality of shares, quality of job, quality of life. That's the thing that protects us. If you buy a good asset, whether it's a house or a share or anything, that's the thing that protects yourself and rewards you most successfully in the future. So look out for that, see how you go. Hope you have a good year coming forward. Hope we have some correctness on our predictions. And we'll see you next year for next year's update. Thanks for your time and attention.